Alright, back again with what appears to be episode 4 of Gecko Plays Minecraft. Do a quick little check on the chooks. Geez, after the last episode, we can only hope for a bit of a better run this time. Straight off the bat, we're just going to go quickly harvest the grass seed for those chooks. Ah, that didn't take you long, did it? Right. Keep pressing right click for shield. That's obviously not the right button. How good the shield's actually going to do us remains to be seen, but that's alright. Straight into it. So yeah, last time we spoke, I was getting things ready to go for a ghost skate day. We ended up going down to the city, about an hour away from the town that we live in, and it was a great day, man. Like, what I'll do is I will post in the description and sort of show up here some of the links to the skateboarding that went down. Man, they were hucking over a truck with this bloody ramp. There was a little quarter pipe jam. It was just, when it scored me, I put photos of the skateboard that I scored. Well, I paid for it. It's not like I did any skating at the jam, but outside my skill level, to be fair. But went for a skate, landed a couple of dirty ass late shovets. I've been working on those ones. No roll away and no footy, so I might not even bring it up. But well, what are you going to do? But once I get those, I'm going to be posting those up. But yeah, I got a couple of boards. Got a gecko themed board, and then I also got a board for, I'll have to post his Lenny something. I can't remember his last name, but he's one of New Zealand's best skateboarders. He was on his way to the Youth Olympics, and the poor bugger completely blew out his knee in spectacular fashion and ended up being off for what I believe to be about a year. He's back skating now, but don't know how soon he'll be back to competing. But you know what these young skaters are like, that they want it, man. So may very well get out there and get it again. Point being that the board I picked up, this After Hours board, he designed that when the skateboarding company After Hours, I believe they're a relatively new company in New Zealand, said to him, look mate, we know you're sponsored by us, and although you can't skate right now, just to sort of keep you busy and keep the spirits high, why don't you design a board for us? That's what he designed. So me and my brother and the bro from Hauraki Skate actually knows him very well, bought one in support of the young fella. So I've just finished ripping that today, putting stickers all over the top of it and putting a clear grip tape on it. Yeah, it sounds, sorry, that really put me off. Looks great. And had a tiny little jam on it today, and shit, it's comfortable, all right. The bro was kind enough to sell us a cheap pair of old Indies. Got some dirty old Gecko wheels and some Bones Reds in there, so away we go. Anyway, you're here for Minecraft, and Minecraft it shall be. As I say, I'm just go around. I want to get at least sort of like 6. Oh no, that's trouble, isn't it? Yeah, it's just score the grass seed here just to feed the chooks and breed them up. Now, I really want to try and zero in on getting a bow so we can avoid getting slaughtered by a witch again. Hey, right on. That must have been from a trader that didn't make it. Oh well, that was a good score. It's going to make getting animals back a lot easier. In fact, I'll be almost inclined to nab that goat if I can. Let's give that a go, huh? Boom. Right, where's the goat? Where was he? He was over around here somewhere, wasn't he? Where is he, the cheeky bugger? Can't have gone too far. There we go. Watch me fall in a pit of snow. The fight for my life to get back out. No, he's not anywhere near. Might have to table this idea and come back for it. There. Looks like it. Oh. Ah, that looks promising and ominous at the same time. If anybody's watching these, sort of, I don't know, throw us some ideas. What would you guys like to see? I'm pretty cruisy either way. I didn't really have any real theme or idea or plan for this particular video series, so I'm all ears. As much grief as we give the cows, a tiny part of me does actually feel a little bit bad for that. That's right, the gecko's got we'll just shimmy on down through here with this, a bit of a ravine was. That's cool. I am becoming quite a fan of the atmospheric sounds in this game. A lot of the updates that I sort of missed while I wasn't playing for years. It's nice to come back to be honest. Anyway, we'll skip through this. Right, well that was substantial. Go for a quick look down through here. I saw a bit of light down there before. I'm pretty keen to see what that has in store for us. There, what is that down there? Is that a bit of lava or a bloody creeper I see? Hey, what we're going to do ourselves a favor and just get rid of the sword right away. Get the next one ready. Jeez, I do wish I had a bow though. That would make me feel a lot better about mucking around down here. That's alright. Okay, let's see if we can get him out of here. Well, that was nowhere near as bad as it could have been. Daylight coming through there, perhaps. Aha, yes, I see. Yeah, we don't have a lot of interest in tackling that just yet. That was close. I very nearly ended up having to. Right, anyway, how about that, eh? PvP skills of an expert. You watch, I'll be in the PvP lobby soon. Geez, they're pretty generous with the coal around here, aren't they? Very good. Right, I'm not seeing a lot of reason to stick around here for the meantime, other than it being nighttime. It's a bit of a dilemma. Do we boost it back? Or do we stay here, do a little bit more mining? I think we boost it back. What's the worst that can happen, right? It's only nighttime. Yeah, there's only a creeper. Only more creepers. Kill him? I think it did. Got him. Had to make a tactical play there, but it all worked out. Another skelly. I don't know how keen I am to deal with that just yet. Right, let's just make a beeline back to our little hobbit hole. Yeah, sounds like that's probably going to be the right call. Oh, there he is. Oh, I don't know. Let's get him away. Cool. Better harvest a spider. Oh, I thought they were aggressive at night time. That changed, has it? Oof. Lovely. Lay waste to our enemies. Alright, I don't know if we'll worry about old Spidey over there. Let's just push it back, huh? Ugh, the noise that one made just made me feel bad. Too easy. Let's get a quick sleep on. Brilliant. Let's feed the chooks. Oh, for goodness sake. Quickly boost it out of here, turn around, close the door, boom, done. Sorted. Starting to think maybe we actually build this outside. Make like a little outside foyer here. Yeah, I'm getting inspired. Gotta watch out. Alright, start by digging all this out. Oh, did my chicken die? Oh, for goodness sake. I have to come up with a more permanent solution here, I think. Can't be having that every 5 minutes. But I'm thinking that we open this right up, maybe put some sort of dock on the side over here. Yeah, first thing we'll do is just quickly clean this up a little bit. Mother. Didn't get much warning on that one, did I? Right, let's sleep. Very good. Right. Now the idea here is just to build a slightly better base of operations. Sort of like two-parted, I suppose. We could think of it as being a bit more aesthetically pleasing, but then also, functionally speaking, it gives us more room, storage, and a bit of a jump-off point. It's not going to be, the best-looking Minecraft base on the planet, but we're just going to use up some of our resources here. Maybe whack some of those in here. Oh, if those act as a light source, actually, that might be a very nice way of lighting. No, not really. And I'm thinking we just huck. Very good. Okay, we're starting to get like a rough formation of just sort of freestyling it as well. Like, I haven't built a proper house in a long time, and we will do eventually, but for now. Now, my brother was also telling me that you definitely want to be doing a bunch of fishing nowadays as well, so we're definitely going to get into a little bit of that, all in due time. Alright, immediately starting to see a bit of improvement. Yeah, and we'll knock out this whole back wall as well and just stretch it out a bit. And that way when you come through, you've got a bit more breathing space, a bit more room for storage. Let's start carving that out now. Let's go build a bloody chicken pen now. Yeah, that's an interesting design. Alright, come on then, chooks. Quickly. And so those cheeky buggers out of the way. Have a quick sleep. Oh, that doesn't sound good, does it? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Sounded like something out of Project Zomboid, or perhaps even that clicking sound reminded me of The Last of Us. Geez, that's the last thing you need on this. Okay, so I'm thinking we want to do all of our furnaces back up this end. Might even do 8 of them. They are going to come in handy. Quickly pop all those 3 furnaces down. 5 more. And we're going to need a bunch more chests through here. That can live up there for now, just cheekily. Alright, plan is starting to take shape. We'll put a couple of stacks in there, but then all the rest can get chucked in the ocean, where it can't get in the way anymore. That's ugly, we're going to have to go get more sand for that, but that's okay because pretty soon the next mission is going to be to get sand for... Right, all rested up, we'll get back into building this out a bit more. In the essence of full transparency, I had a bit of a break this episode. Building this taking a little bit longer than I thought. So if you can hear a bunch of howling wind and hissing rains, because we do have a bit of a storm, just a bit of below average weather kicking off. Outside of that, let's carry on. Right, okay, so where are we at? Got a nice big open plan here. I'm thinking about digging a mine that actually goes through here, like underneath the water. Oh, bread's almost ready. Yeah, it goes underneath the water and into the cave system down here, just to make traversing that a little easier. That's not going to be an exciting episode by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, and then I think what we'll do from there... Lovely. I think what we'll do from there, well, from here actually, just make a few more items, and then we're going to scooty on out to along the shorelines here and pick us up some sand. I'm going to want to get like a nice glass skylight up here as well. Also, if you can hear that in the background, that's the old fat dog. She's just back there, bloody near 14 by now. So she makes a lot of noise, don't you, fatty? You make a lot of noise while she's trying to rest the old bones, so that's all right. She's been a good dog, so we just tend to try and make her as comfortable as possible, which doesn't sound particularly comfortable right now, but she's always been a bloody groany old dog at heart. Alright, let's shoot off. Might start by quickly mining up this sand here. Maybe we'll go muck around with some mobs though. I don't need some more wood to be not afraid. Maybe be a little afraid. Yeah, look, a couple up there. We'll just start carving up some of these trees. Yeah, what's going on here? Aha, that was only a matter of time, really, wasn't it? River. Hey, Sig, put the old bloody PvE combat hacks on. We will have to see how long that lasts for, though. Right, maybe just farm up a little bit more of this wood here. Yeah, killed with your own arrow, eh? It's gonna be a bit embarrassing. Alright, we're gonna make a tactical withdrawal here. Oh, Eye of Ender's a little stingy, but that's alright. At least we know that the door works as intended. What do we got here? This fella got a hat on, is he? Oh, is that a zombie villager, is it? Halt. Go back to bowling over some of the local wildlife. Now, let's just have a little look-see what we've got through here. Let's have a little look-see through here, right? See what we can do in terms of the skylight. So from the door. I quite like these sort of little freestyle builds, you know, like you never quite know how they're going to go. I don't always plan how I'm going to build. Sometimes I just chuck something in a spot. Usually starts with the hobbit hole, sort of just see how the land, sort of what the land wants to be, for lack of a better term. Oh, good shot. Fair play to him. Hopefully we can get a decent quality bow out of all this as well. You're another bugger up there somewhere, but we're not going to worry about that just for now. Perhaps even we got this section here. Is here, sort of stuffed myself up a bit here. I am starting to wonder if the bloody skylight's actually a good idea. Just the way I've got this built for now, not exactly conducive to an ideal practical use of the skylight. In fact, I have a feeling it might even be better just to build a staircase out of here. Yeah, that's going to be the play. This does look like the buildings of a madman to begin with, and you could be forgiven in thinking that, but hopefully by the end of it, it will make some degree of sense. These are first. Alright, wind's getting a bit crazy out there. They don't see another bloody tornado. We've had one of those around here before. Came very close to the house. Yeah, that could be a fun little story, actually. I used to work in a factory in the next town over. Wasn't my favorite job ever, but paid the bills. It was fine enough for a while. You know, I'm just not a great fit for factory work. I need a little more engagement, you know, a little more movement in my jobs as well. But anyway, that aside, and we're having a particularly rainy day. Rainy and windy, and yeah, it was just like a crazy sort of day, you know, just had that sort of feel to it. Working away, I used to make what are called trusses. That's basically the part of a house that holds up the roof. The company did, you know, walls and trusses for houses. Anyway, yeah, so we were working away. We had one of the office guys down there helping me out because we were quite busy at the time. Long story short, with how windy the day was, all of a sudden the wind just died. It was crazy. Like, kind of had to be there to sort of understand how it felt. But basically, the wind was very, very fierce and stormy already, and then for it to just suddenly die like that's quite strange. I've always had a little bit of a fascination with tornadoes, and then all of a sudden the hairs on like my arms and like the back of my neck and stuff started to rise up. Like I started to get a funny feeling, and it had great big, like just a great immense amount of pressure inside the building without really any warning. So the sawdust in the building picked up to such a degree that it actually felt like it was kind of blasting your skin. A truly strange and an unreal feeling. It was at that point where the office guy I was working with, good old fashioned, I just had this, excuse me, I just had this bloody feeling, man. And so I just grabbed a hold of his arm and pulled him down to the ground. I said, get down, and get down. So we got down as quickly as we could. I think he might have sort of been trying to suss out what was going on. And it's just this absolute roaring sound that all of a sudden just erupted through the factory. It started at the back end and worked its way over the roof, you know, like the sawdust in the building was carving up your skin, the roof, like the big iron roof and big iron walls, like sheet metal, shaking and rattling, like it made a hell of a noise, and like a big screaming, almost like a train or a massive truck was going past. And as quickly as it came, it was gone, everything was quiet again. And I remember looking around and sort of like the calm and that, and I go, shit, I think that was a bloody tornado. And it was heading in the direction, because we live in a very flat area. I'm actually very surprised we don't get more tornadoes than we do. But yeah, the area, you are distracted me. tornado was heading directly towards where I live. And so I called up home and I was like, look, it's probably not going to happen, but there is a tornado. We've just been hit by a tornado. It was only a relatively small one. Everyone's okay. Everyone in the factory's okay. I'm sweet. You're sweet. We're all sweet. Well, no sooner had I called me mum, and she had just hung up the phone, come outside to talk to me brother and say, oh, Gecko's just been in a tornado, but he said he's all right. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, my brother just goes, oh, shit. Look, sure enough, within a couple of minutes, there must have been less than 5 minutes between the tornado sort of leaving us. And this is mind you, like a good 20 kilometers away. All of a sudden, he looked out the door, and long story short, it was jumping across properties and heading straight for us. And at that point, with a tornado, there is literally nothing that you can do. If it's made up its mind that it's coming your way, then that's just how things are going to go. But luckily enough, it jumped our place, just nicked the bread depot where they have bagged products from the companies, and they then put them into the trucks and send them away to various places. Just sort of gave their fence a tickle, so that wasn't too bad. And then went straight for the caravan park. That's I suppose more or less a trailer park, what you call it, almost anywhere else in the world or the States. Yeah, went straight for them, and I don't know why. But it went over their big shed, common room. It's basically a big shed, but acts as a common room for them. Went straight over the top of that. Bounced once again because it was jumping. Some tornadoes, I'll see if I can find a photo of it. Some tornadoes sort of jump like a big finger, and it'll jump and carry on. And yeah, that's what this one did. It jumped from maybe hundreds of meters at a time. Would come back up and then land back on the ground again. Yeah, just absolutely phenomenal show of nature. And yeah, long story short, there's a tiny little bit of property damage. I will never forgive you for making me do that. Yeah, there's a tiny little bit of property damage, and nobody was hurt or killed or injured. And I don't know how, because it went through, sort of what constitutes as a suburban area in this area. We live rurally, it's reasonably built up areas, a few thousand people that live here. Yeah, just phenomenally lucky, and just a really, really bizarre day. Always had dreams of tornadoes. Like I said, I've always been quite interested in them as acts of nature, and had dreams that I'd been in them before. And then lo and behold, it actually happened. So yeah, no, crazy. Just thought I'd share that one. A little bit of the gecko lore, the part of the extended gecko universe, if you will. And with that, we will continue building up this little house. Thank you for listening. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. You're rushing up here every 5 minutes to put out fires. Hey! Where the... Oh, it wouldn't be a gecko episode without a bit of that, would it? Alright, I think that's back under control. Now, I know most of you who have been playing this for a long time or been watching skill builders sort of looking at this going, oh, no, it's pretty ugly, I am aware of that. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm just sort of framing out how I want it to sort of sit, and then eventually, after we've been to some more exciting places and got some nice looking blocks, fallen to our death almost, then I'll come back and, we'll sort of add more decorative pillar blocks and that sort of thing. But for the meantime, we're just blocking it out, just with some of the stuff that, just that we have. That way we've just got a bit more functional space to use. Just add some more angular shapes to it. Nope, got a coffee sitting here. I bet you that's pretty cold by now. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Still pretty cold though, to be fair. Alright, so I'm still thinking that we'll probably only go this far then. See, this can be the bedroom. Oh, that works out quite well actually. Little viewing window here. I'm starting to see the vision. Then we can tunnel further in later. Bugger off. Oh, this shit again. And I gotta deal with that problem right away. Where have you gone? That went much better than I thought it would. Now, it's not because of this portal here, is it? Is that increasing the spawn rate of these guys? I'm not sure. Some problems, like a lot of things in life, are worth just tackling straight away. You get it done, and then it's not a problem anymore. Okay, so let's carve this out. Final shape almost being there. Okay, good. Just fill this out now, thus decreasing our chances of anything slipping in exactly there. Carve these up. And I'd say it's very nearly time to make a fishing rod, actually, and start the fishing journey, but that'll be the next episode. This episode, I just want to laser focus on getting this done, getting our first sort of house build done. Right. Oh, no way. Kite this dude around here. We've just come too far. Yeah, see, we can live with that. But we've just come too far on the build to allow him to blow a great big bloody hole in the middle of it right now. Okay. Oh, you guys just don't give up right now. Alright, so obviously the priority here is to get the roof closed in, because that is 100% going to be a major issue going forwards. It's always a treacherous time for building when you got a halfway decent, weird-shaped build going on. You haven't quite finished the roof yet. Alright, day 3. Apologies if you can hear the hooning rain outside. It's been raining, feels like for about 7 years at the moment. All of us, like in the local sort of small town skate scene we got, and none of us are particularly impressed, but it's winter here in New Zealand, what are you going to do? Main goal here is just to finish off this little roof section. I'm thinking I will close this section off entirely, throwing the bedroom up here in this little section here. A little viewing window here, just I got a sheep in the boat. And a cow in the chook pen, eh? We'll stay there for now. Yeah, a little viewing window here, just so we can sort of peruse what's going on. It's actually quite a nice view. Probably have to go deal with that, I imagine. And then I'm thinking I might just do a little tower to library and alchemy station sort of deal up here. She's not going to look flash, but by the time we're done, I'll at least have more space, a really, really good base of operations to be hoarding up all of these resources in the surrounding cave and ravines. And I've got a little idea for a mob spawner, for a little bit of mob farming as well. So yeah, may the speed up commence. Where are these guys coming from? I'm really sick of these witches, but I have since learned that fair is not the way. You just have to be aggressive, and that is exactly what we're about. There he is, camouflaged. You leave the trader alone. I might actually need him later. Cute. Finally, that was relatively painless, wasn't it? Very good. Alright, back to lumberjacking. Where's he going? Up here? No, down here. There he is. Hold still. Far out. Alright, what's he got for us? Nothing we really want. Yeah, we're not going to worry too much about that. Instead, we're going to worry about this. Just going to quietly go about getting our timber. Oh, that was pretty intense, wasn't it? They did the old tactical axe throw. That's right, that we did pretty well. Thinking an anvil is probably going to be a solid investment sometime soon as well. It does sort of beg a question though. Where did all of they come from all at once? Yeah, I can't really think of anywhere. Anyway, 4 more bits of wood, if the axe will allow it. Sweet it. seconds. Actually not much to look at for the minute, but it will improve as we go. Nighttime, is it? Fast approaching. Can't quite sleep. I'm going to have to quickly boogie up for sand as well, but we can cross that bridge in a minute. Right, too easy. I think I might even just chuck an ugly bloody... Yeah, that'll do it. Probably get sick of looking at that at some stage, but that's okay. Actually kind of sick of looking at that already. Oh no, a bit of glass in there should come up alright. Alright, let's get a quick sleep on. And I do believe the right call is to go and find some more sand. Definitely going to be needing that. Oh, where'd the cow go? Must have despawned. Alright then, yeah, first thing we'll do is go and get more sand and close off that roof. And then la-di-da. How's the gecko looking now, eh? He's not doing too bad, alright. But get out. Now this is all the calm before the storm. Once I sort of get this base of operations set up, we're going to be out on a bit of a tear up. Here we go, look. I'm going to go pinch all of this sand over here. But yeah, we're going to go on a bit of a tear up. Do a lot more exploring. As I say, this is probably one of the more boring episodes just for now. Just while I sort of get it together. See another good cave over there. We'll be coming back to that. Oh, and a village too. Have I been to that village? I don't think I have. Alright, quick detour. We jump off here. Roll this stuff over. Very good. Jump back on the boat. Cruise on over here. Now, if I can score an anvil, some more iron if we can help it. Definitely farm up this meat as well. We'll go through and just annihilate as much grass as possible as well. I'm not too worried about the rain for the minute because I can always camp out in this village that we've got here. I mean, and it's been raining for about 150 years where I live at the moment, so what's a little more rain, eh? It's obviously chasing me around. What do we got? 24, 25. Alright, that'll do for the minute. Let's go see what these fellas are up to. I'm not super optimistic that we're going to get a lot of... Yeah, I'm not super optimistic that we're going to get a lot of bloody resources out of these guys, but it would be nice. That's a cool little house. I like that. Nothing in the barrel, but we will take the barrel. We won't take the barrel. This was not well thought out at all, was it? Okay, then. Okay, what don't we need? We do not need the wildflowers. That frees up a little bit of inventory space. Yeah, good. Alright, still a quick little mosey through here. Better pick up some hay bales as well. Must be my British ancestry, yo. Like, we've got a lot of British ancestry in our family. And it used to come out when I was drinking, the British accent, while drinking around other, other British people. I've lived in New Zealand my whole life. I'm a born Kiwi. But yeah, my ancestry would come out when I was drinking. The English accent, the sort of like dry sense of humor, all of that would come out, around other English folks at the pub. It appears it also comes out in Minecraft by way of resource allocation. Resource acquisition. Smoker, eh? Let's go ahead and pick that up as well. And so far we've got some reasonably good stuff coming out of here, so with a bit of luck that will continue. Always take their bread, thank you. Probably leave a stack of these here for the meantime, just a little gift. But yeah, coming in with that big colonial energy, eh? That's probably going to get me in trouble for saying that online, but that's right, it's only a joke. Or is it? Nah, it's only a joke. What happens if I smack these over? Do they still fall apart? Yeah. Oh, we'll take their books as well. We're definitely going to be needing those. And geez, if I can score an anvil, we will only be winning. But it doesn't look like they have a blacksmith I believe you need. And I'm not seeing one here. Did I get to chuck the bad news? Not that I know what a blacksmith looks like. I'm not actually entirely sure. Yeah, what to be looking out for. Yeah, it doesn't look like it wants to give it to me, really. Oh, I see. Interesting. I wonder what turned you guys. Yeah, we're not seeing exactly anything that sort of looks close to a... Oh, I want that cat. That looks just like my cat in real life. How do I get him to follow? I bet you I need some fish. Now, we're kind of pushing the boat out a bit far here, but what can I ditch for fish? Probably just put the barrel here for now. Let's have a quick little look around here, see if we can find any fish. But it's not looking great, is it? Oh, drowned. Oh, it's always good when you see one of them, isn't it? But yeah, okay, that's it for us. We're just going to quickly boogie back to the base while we still can. Where was he? Alright, never mind. We're out of here. We're going to come back with a fishing rod after catching some fish. Then we're going to get us one of those black and white cats. That's one of the main goals. We can get a lizard and a black and white cat. I'll be quite happy. Starting to look a bit more homely over there now too, isn't it? As it approaches on the horizon. Yeah, I'm starting to get some more ideas for how we want this thing to go, so definitely a work in progress for the meantime. Pretty chuffed with how it's coming up. Get inside before we can get ourselves in any bother. Chuck some more glass in here. Store our haul for the meantime. The smoker now, how does that work? Never actually used one before. They've been around for a while, but I've never actually used one. It's always been the furnace. You put a little raw meat in there and some wood. No, they just cook food faster, does it? Ah, I see. Oh, that's not terrible though. We like that. For the meantime, we'll get the rest of that in there. Raw chicken in there. Store all this stuff. Now, it's going to come to a point very soon where we're going to have to be a bit more sensible with inventory management. For the meantime, we can sort of get away with it being a bit rough. Yeah, that's Skelly around here somewhere too. Where is he? Looking at causing me problems somewhere, I think. Ah. Gotta get that roof closed up. Yeah, I'm not loving that being open with that hill directly above us. Means that they can just come in willy-nilly as they please and give us all kinds of problems. Right, anyway. Let's sleep till the morning. Hopefully the thunderstorm passes, while the rainstorm passes. Okay. How's our glass looking? Not terrible. Let's grab that and just quickly bang this out in the hopes that at least slows down, even though we got that big open hole there. At least slows down some of the mob traffic through this area. Have I got more? Yes, I do. Very good. We want that as well. You gotta be fucking joking. Oh, I mean, it's not as bad as it could have been, but that was not ideal. Righto, repair. Right, you know what? Actually, for the minute, we're just going to get back up there. Glass and everything. Out. Easily my least favorite mob in this game. So let's just go ahead, start completely walling this off, and we'll come back and make it look nice later. There's too many more of those. The gecko's going to chuck it in. I can tell you that right now. Any more of you bastards floating around here? Doesn't look like it. Right, let's just frame it out. Well, that needs doing as well. So we'll just do it now that it's done. It's just going to be a big cobblestone block monolith for the meantime, because yeah, if that had been, I mean, count your blessings, but if that had been inside, I think we would have come up to a pretty decent rage quit, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know exactly if I don't think I would have reacted super well to that. Oh man, that is ugly, right? You hate to see that. You get more cobblestone, just grab all of our cobblestone, get some gravel for that other section, grab that dirt as well, that's only going to help. I'm going to start banging some bloody gravel down through here. Really not too fussed on the aesthetics on that right now. It's all about functionality at this stage. Why bloody... Oh, right, I have to. Alright, let's just close this side off. Ugh, that's brutal. Fold that over and then just give it the old whatever through here just to get it done. Okay, I believe that's that side completely closed. I mean, obviously, I'm going to come back through here, add, another ascending staircase, probably like a library laboratory sort of thing at the top here, but for the meantime, man, we just want to make sure that never happens again. Just couldn't give me that last little bit of time just to make it so that we were closed off. Sun's going down, but that's fine. All right, that is not winning any awards anytime soon, but we are functionally a lot safer than we were before, so... Shit, that was it? Yeah, that was about there, wasn't it? Okay, alright, at least that's that salvaged. Yeah, absolutely brutal. Not a huge fan of that process, but oh well, what are you gonna do? I like the look of that before, so we'll just bang that there like that. Put that there. Alright, that's not actually too bad, is it? Now, where was our mossy carpet? Yeah, we don't hate that just yet. Okay, cool. Let's make a fishing rod. Let's just dump all this stuff off as well. I know it's an absolute mess, but we are going to come back and give it all a bloody good clean up shortly. Tools, fishing rod. Yes, mate. Oh, bit of luck. Can I put the flowering azalea outside? That would look good, wouldn't it? You can too. That's just delightful. Let's give it to these guys. Get a tiny little garden going out through here sooner or later. Yeah, I've gone and done it now, haven't I? Come on, out of the way. Thank you. You know what? We got one rogue chicken. We can live with that. Righto. Oh, that's looking significantly better than it was. Great big ugly bit of stone at the top there, but that's right. We'll build into that. That'll be a video for another time. I think I've made you guys sit through just about enough of that, so we're just going to queue a day's worth fishing. Actually, I want that cat, don't I? So let's jump in the boat. Do a quick time lapse. Just boost through the bloody rowing section. Need a bloody jet boat mod, don't we? Whack a little outboard on the back of this. Just hoon on. Do a bit of fishing real quick. Don't worry, I'll speed this section up for everybody as well. Let's try and get enough fish just to get that black and white cat. Just going to check and see. I haven't checked online at all, but I'm going to see if the puffish work on them. Lovely. Right, get out of here. Take me Moggy and I'm off. Very good. Now I'm assuming he's going to spawn around randomly in the water. Hopefully the poor little bugger doesn't drown. That wouldn't be ideal at all. Oh, we'll see what happens when we get back to the base. That could have been a wasted exercise. Just in time for nighttime too. Well, you got to take the good with the bad. You know, I always say that in life. You know, I'm not a foolish optimist, but you know, you do have to keep things in perspective. Video games are a good way to practice that. So with the creeper blowing things up, you know, like that wasn't exactly ideal, but we've made it back to base. Hang on, nighttime. Everything's all closed up, and with a pussycat that basically resembles my little mate in real life, the old Grimpus. So all in all, not terrible. Now, is he going to spawn on me, or have I lost it? It appears it used to be that they would spawn on you. Oh, can't say we didn't try. That there. Check the state of the meat. Pull our furnaces, grab the cooked pork chop and the chook, bit more glass for later. Yeah, we'll call that more or less a successful run. Yeah, no, that's going to do it for the episode. Got some good work done. Not the most exciting episode, for that I apologise. Hopefully I find some music that's zhuzhes this thing up a wee bit. But yeah, we got some good progress, got the house closed in, tried to get a Moggy, had a random creeper explosion, and all in all, accomplished a fair bit. So yeah, cheers for watching. Give us a like, give us a sub, and we will catch you in the next one. Righto, night for now.